Knockout legends in the building. Like, comment and subscribe. So today I'm going to talk about David Haye, and basically David Haye agrees with Knockout Legends about the two decisions what the referee should have made in the ninth round in the undisputed Fury vs Usyk fight. Now, a lot of people have it like it's a close fight, and some of the rounds, well, I say one round was pretty close, maybe the 12th, but I've already watched the fight again and I've kind of scored it based off what I thought and give the rounds as such. Now, Usyk won it because of obviously the knockdown. Like, I've already allocated all the rounds and the fight was actually a close fight. Now, if Usyk didn't get the knockdown, I still probably would have given it to Usyk anyway. But based off the way I scored the rounds, it was almost 6 apiece. And basically, because of the knockdown, Usyk won the fight. That's how close it was. So it was actually a lot closer than I will give the referees credit for. But also, the fight, as I said before, in the ninth round, it should have been either two ways. It should have been, first, the referee stopped the fight because Fury couldn't continue, so he waved it off, or he let Usyk carry on for another couple of seconds, then he would have knocked him out because he would have touched the ground. But that's just my opinion. But David Haye, I'm going to play a bit of audio and he's going to kind of concur with what I've been saying. So with no further ado.
Undisputed cruiserweight champion. He's an undisputed heavyweight champion. I mean, you talked about it a minute ago. What do you do next? You could retire easily and go down as one of the greatest fighters that's ever lived. Yeah. That was unbelievable. I scored it the same as one of the judges. I had Usyk by a round, 6 rounds each. But the knockdown made Usyk in front. Incredible, absolutely incredible. And what happened in the fight? At about the halfway stage, I actually says it's going to be difficult for Usyk to come back into it now. I thought Fury was running away with it. I thought Fury... It looked like, where was he going to get it back from?
David, I'm going to come to you in 2 seconds because Carl, we had to cut you off there because we had to hear from the main man. You just want to finish your point.
Yeah, I just want to finish my point quickly. So I at a point I give Fury, I think, round 4, 5 and 6, and it looked like he was just running away with it. Usyk was hurt to the body, he was hurt to the head with uppercut, and I made the point,
he was cut.
How is he coming back into this? But he dug deep, prideful man, full of bottle. I mean, I don't know how he came back, but he did. Unbelievable performance.
We just saw it with Klitschko there. Does that feel like it's avenged that defeat?
Oh, more than avenged that defeat, yeah. And he's done exactly what Vladimir told him to do. The two Klitschko brothers sat down with Usyk. He said, I want to go on the front line. I want to go with Lomachenko. I want to be on the front line. I want to be firing guns. I want to be sharing victory or defeat with my brothers in arms. And they said, no, go global. Go fight Tyson Fury. Go fight Anthony Joshua. Raise the profile of what we're doing here. I tell you what, as many cheers as there'll be for people watching Ukraine today, in trenches, in big screens, in houses, in bunkers, there'll be as many tears as there are cheers. And Carl, you're absolutely right. There was a point there after about 7 rounds, and Lennox Lewis, Nostradamus Lewis, he said to us, after about 6 or 7 rounds, one of them will be down, and he won't know what to do, and his corner will motivate him, and that's what happened. Yeah. And that was when Usyk turned it round.
David, what are your thoughts?
I thought first and foremost the fight should have got stopped. I think in the 9th round where Tyson was supposed to, I don't know why the referee gave him a count. I understand they say if the ropes keep you up, that means if anybody's on the ropes getting hit, the referee should jump in and give him a count. I thought the referee should have let him either finish him off or stop the fight. It seemed like a fair and square stoppage from my point of view. I've seen fights stopped. You know, obviously he's all over the place. He now falls over. He's in complete control here. You know, if it was to round the other way, if Tyson Fury was doing this to Usyk, the referee would have probably stopped it. For some reason, the referee stopped it and gave him a count and gave him a long 20-second count.
Look, Fury's in all sorts of trouble there.
Terrible
But
trouble,
Usyk's seen that as a missed opportunity to finish him there.
He couldn't because the referee stopped him. The referee stopped him finishing his opportunity. That was the thing that really, everybody in ringside were really upset with the referee.
We've all heard the term from pillar to post. He was literally getting punched from pillar to post there, not from one side of the ring to the other side of the ring. Haye Usyk done that, the smaller, 40 pounds later than Fury.
Yes.
And
incredible.
Then gave him 20 seconds. 20 seconds to completely recover. And then the bell went. That looked really bad from ringside. Everybody at ringside, even the Fury fans were going, "Oh, well, thank God for that. Oh, thanks, ref." It looked really bad.
So from that clip there's Frampton, Steve Bunce, and David Haye. Now, to talk about the actual fight, and I think it's Laura Wood asks a few questions, and they give their overall opinion on the fight and what happened and whatnot, and they give differing opinions based off, you know, the way they saw the fight, especially the 9th round. Now, David Haye concurs with Knockout Legends about the two choices, what the referee should have chose, and he was right. It was a bad decision, because at that point where the referee kind of decides to stop Usyk from doing what he's doing and then give Fury a count, at that point in the fight, I think there's about 19 seconds left. And not just that, the count only started when Usyk got told to go to a neutral corner. Now, fair enough if the referee wants to give a standing count because he thinks the ropes are holding up Fury. But Fury was bouncing probably 6 times off different ropes before that, and he was hurt pretty bad. And prior to actually him getting hurt by Usyk, he had a problem with his nose, and he was sort of a bit like nonplussed and stunned by that punch, what like hurt his nose, because he kept dabbing at his nose. So the signs was already there that he was hurt, sort of. And then obviously getting hit with the combination where he got hit by Usyk with and then got caught, then he basically reeled back. He was trying to actually grab hold, but Usyk wasn't having none of it. He just kept throwing him off and then attacking him. So the referee at any time could have given a count either, and then there was probably another opportunity before the actual count to give a count, maybe even 2. But anyway, based off what David Haye was saying, you know, the referee it was a poor decision by the referee. And basically, when he decided to give the count, Fury was out on his legs. He was out before he even gave him the count. You could see it. His eyes were glazed out over, and he wasn't protecting himself. He didn't protect himself for about. He bounced off the rope 6 times, and then he took about a good, I would have said a good maybe 4 or 5 shots, and in all them shots where he was getting hit and bounced from pillar to post, he didn't actually defend himself once. So for the referee to decide that a standing count's actually a given at that point is kind of a bit bizarre, because he didn't defend himself at any point at all. He didn't touch the ground either. Now, the ropes weren't really holding him up. I think he was just basically bouncing off the ropes, and the momentum brought him back onto the back of the ropes, and he was just basically resting on the ropes. I don't think the ropes were holding him up. I think Fury just leveraged his body weight that way so the ropes could keep him kind of like stabilised. I wouldn't say they were actually helping him up, but he was out on his feet anyway, and I think it was just survival instincts, and because Fury's been in the ring for so long, he knows what to do when he's in trouble. But he was actually gone, so the referee at that point does have actually 2 options, but he chose a third option for some bizarre reason. But anyway, David Haye says what he says. He does an analysis on it, and I think he's right as well. And then even basically Frampton kind of mirrors what he's saying, So anyway, what are your thoughts on the footage and basically what David Haye says? Do you agree? Do you disagree? Leave your thoughts in the comment section. Like, comment and subscribe. And that is another one from the one and only Knockout Legends. Peace.